Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. We are back again for another episode. It's episode number 82, and in today's episode we're going to be carrying on with the weekend league. So as you can see, this is the team that we're using for this weekend. Obviously Fikir is on net chemistry, but this team sort of stayed for the same for quite a while now, so obviously you know what it looks like. Also, before we get into this episode, as you can see, I'm wearing a different coloured top today. We're going with the blue. Just thought, why not? It's a bit of a change. I've used black for literally the whole year. Last year I changed it up a little bit, so I've changed it up again. But anyway, this is the first game of the episode. We are currently 1-0 in the weekend league as well. We played one game in the last episode, obviously got the win there to obviously put us 1-0, so that is obviously very good. But we'll move on into the first game of this one, and as you can see, we do go 1-0 down to a Hugo Sancho, or Sanchez should I say, the of course Mexican striker. Decided to do that celebration there to be toxic. I mean, it's just pretty standard. So anyway, we're going to push on in the second half, and we do get a goal straight back, just after sort of the restart with Mo Salah. And I'm thinking, right now we should be able to push on and get another one. We do a beautiful little touch there to flick it up with Mbappe, who then races forward. It's a 3v1 situation, but goes himself and scores to put us 3-1 up, and we are absolutely cruising now. Can we make it 4-1? Well, Kylian Mbappe again, lovely piece of skill, gets around the defender, takes the shot, hits the post. I believe it could have maybe hit Ariel onto the post, not too sure, but then Vinicius picks it back up, finds Mbappe again. He's now going to score to make it 4-1, and that is going to be enough for my opponent to go ahead and rage quit. So to go 1-0 down very early on, to then turn it around straight in the second half. Like the first half was just 1-0 for the whole time. We came out the second half raging. We loved it. We had a team talk. The Warnock had a team talk. He threw a bottle and we sorted our players out, and then obviously we've gone ahead and got the win in the second half with the rage quit. So moving on now into the third game. As you can see, it looked quite a decent team. I like the Eredivisie links this year, and obviously into Ronaldinho as well is quite nice. He's also got a baby Rio Ferdinand, which obviously means he's packed in from a baby icon, so I'm very, very jealous of that. But anyway, we do go 1-up through Vinicius Jr., who's causing absolute havoc already in the weekend league. He's genuinely ridiculous. He's one of the best players on the ball in this game, and I'm not having it any other way. I've used quite a lot of players this year that are supposedly silky on the ball, but this man is just ridiculous, and as you can see, he scores my opponent right there as well. So he's a very good player, and a lot of people have unlocked him for their teams. We then go 2-1 up with the boy Kylian Mbappe inside the 37th minute, which is really, really good. So obviously, again, put us back in the lead and try to maybe bridge a gap, but that just never happened. And as you can see, Vinicius is going to get his technical third goal of the game, if you think about it, because he scored one for me and two for him. Then we have another response. Again, it's through Vinicius Jr. It's a brilliant ball though by, I believe, Bernardo Silva to edge him out straight with a nice through ball to split the defence, putting it 3-2 up there. Then make a beautiful tackle from the boy Kylian Mbappe to win the ball back from sort of a goal kick really, but it was a free kick. And then we go and chip the goalkeeper to make it 4-2 just before the 70th minute. So we're now cruising with a 2-0 lead. Hopefully we can obviously push on and get another to maybe really seal this game. But before we could do that, Haller went and scored. So great. Let's just, stay compact, stay sort of narrow, and just don't let anyone sort of get past us. But he did play the ball out wide, which obviously is going to happen when you're narrow. And he chips the ball in again to Haller, this time with his left foot, goes and scores. He does the Sue as well. You're not Ronaldo, mate. But anyway, yeah, so it's now 4-4, and we're going to have to push on into extra time. In the 114th minute of extra time, we get the ball with Mahrez out on the right. He takes the shot with his left foot and curls it into the back of the net. Beautiful. That is what we need Mahrez on the bench for. His finesse shots are just ridiculous, and he's actually decently fast when he's off the bench. Like when he starts games, he's not the quickest, obviously, but when people's defenses start to tire, he's quite decent off the bench, and obviously the finesse shot right there proving to be very, very good. And that now does push us up in the third win there. Can we get another one? Let's try and make it 4-0. That would be great. Obviously, it's the new system as well this weekend, so it's quite an interesting system. I've spoke about it in the last episode, but obviously you need sort of 9 wins is sort of the go-to now instead of 8, which really doesn't make much of a difference. And luckily enough for us, you only have to go 4 in 10 for qualifying 9 instead of obviously 5 out of 9, which is a bit harder for people, but also as well it just saves less time because you can get 4 wins obviously quicker than 5. So anyway, we do go 1 up literally straight off the bat in this game, around 2 minutes on the clock. Not even that, probably literally it was just from kick off. I just ran past the defence. I don't know if he was actually playing, to be fair. But he does equalise a goal back through the boy Benzema not long after, and then literally a minute after that we go and push up the pitch again and score again, this time through Kylian Mbappe, another Frenchman getting on the score sheet. Then he whips the ball back with João Cancelo into the boy that is Ousmane Dembele. Unfortunately didn't get injured in that little shot there, but then watch this, Roberto Carlos. All I can say, Roberto Carlos. That's all you need to know. He's actually incredible. It's ridiculous how good that man is on this game. It's ridiculous, and I've said ridiculous about 47 times, but you get my point. He's genuinely ridiculous. Said it again. So anyway, he does pull a goal back once again, this time through Ousmane Dembele, and it gets even worse for us. As the boy Benzema is going to play a ball, we nick the ball back, but then we give it away with Kante. Casemiro's picked to the ball. It was sort of a rock for him, to be fair. Then Fekir lays it through to Ousmane Dembele to get his hat-trick. He's literally turned the game around in about a few minutes, and that one, the goal meant nothing, which was quite frustrating. So unfortunately we are going to come away with the first loss of the weekend, but I just wanted to obviously go back and play this shot again. So he took the touch with the head, flicked it over the defender, had another touch, smacked it on his left, and it's rifled into the top corner. Goals that don't get much sweeter than that, I tell you. But we are now up to 13 wins, obviously gaining a point from that one after the loss. And hopefully we can obviously end the first 5 games with 4-1. That would be great. But it's going to be sort of a tough task with the team that has been posed against us right now. So as you can see, he's got a very meta sweaty defence, and the attack is obviously quite sweaty as well. With Abide Pele as well, you know, sort of roaming in that midfield. He's going to be incredible for him. But can we go and win this game? Well, we start off with a corner. It's Bernardo Silva, 2 minutes on the clock, lays it back to Kante. He's just going to twist, turn. Look how many twists and turns he does, but it finally opens up for a shot, and he's going to put it into the back of the net. That is brilliant from N'Golo Kante. I don't see that enough of him, but I'd like to see more. So hopefully we can do that in obviously the coming games. But then he gets past me very much with ease through the boy that is Lionel Messi, who then finds Insigne to get a goal there. And as you can see now, at penalties, we do obviously go the whole way of extra time without scoring. So we're going to step up with the penalties then. The first one is scored by Laurent Blanc for my opponent. Where they're going to step up with the boy Roberto Carlos, he's going to go bottom left, and it's saved by Schmeichel. Now, as you know, when I miss the first penalty, I pretty much lose every time. I pretty much lose every time with penalties anyway. He then steps up with Insigne and scores, so he's now 2-0. But we have also still got a penalty to obviously kick. We do shoot it and we score, but it's now back to 2-1. He's still got the advantage. If we can save this, that would be immensely good, but we don't. It's the boy Graham to score that one to make it 3-1. Can we make it 3-2 Mbappe? Well, yes we can. All right, straight down the middle. Now, who's going to take it? It's the boy Benzema. Can we save it with Dudek? Dudek, no. I did actually go left, and it didn't do anything, I promise you. But, you know, is what it is. Then Vinny steps up. Can he score to keep us in it? Yes, he can. Only just. Now we need to save this to stay alive, and then we have to score afterwards. And it's the boy that steps up, that is Barella, and he's put it in the back of the net. So unfortunately we do fall to a loss there in extra time and after penalties as well. Which is not great. Obviously it's a very, very bad way to lose, but it's also a great way to win. Just wasn't to be for us. We did go 1-up obviously through that Kante goal, and that was pretty much that in the game, to be fair. I didn't really create anything else, so unfortunately we're now 3-2, so we need to just push on now, get a few more wins as quickly as possible, and then obviously get up to the 9 wins in the next episode. So this is the next team that we are going to play. It's quite a nice team. He's got himself the upgraded players such as Bergwijn. He's got himself the boy that is Declan Rice as well, so 2 very good cards. He's got the Zaha, he's got the Etebo, he's also got a couple of other decent players like Ben Rama's a bit of an interesting one. He does actually go 1-up through this Bergwijn. Unfortunately, we put him in an SBC. I believe it was the Roberto Carlos SBC. We put his 84 version in when it was 84. Now it's been upgraded to 85. We've still got the loan version, obviously, but we can't really use him for many games of the weekend league before he runs out. But it doesn't matter because we've got Kylian Mbappe, who scores there to level the game back up to 1-1. In the 39th minute, we then push through again. Second half, Kante takes a strike, it gets deflected, and the boy to react first is our Vinicius Junior to put it into the back of the net. And as you can see, he's doing flips and he's doing flaps, and you absolutely love to see it. So then what happens is we give the ball straight away. Ben Rama does actually lose the ball there, and it's now a 3-on-1. What can we do here? We've got to try and score. We have to score really from this position. We literally ball roll skip the goalkeeper like he's not even there, and then we put it into the back of the net. So we are now 3-1 up. We are cruising. If we can make it one more, we might see a quit. It's the boy that is Mbappe, gets around the defence, shoots and scores, and as you can see, pause the game. Are we getting a quit? Well, yes, we are. Beautiful stuff. And as you can see, that puts us another win on the board, now 4-2. Hopefully we'll make it to 5-6-2 before this episode is over. So let's go and try to do that. So this is the next team that we're going to play. He's got himself Cristiano Ronaldo up front, a very obviously menacing striker on his game, who's only actually worth about 300k these days, which is ridiculous to say. Last month he was worth what, 700-800k. It's ridiculous how much this market has just crashed recently. But anyway, we are obviously going to move on into this game. and try and beat this opponent. So as you can see, we're loading into the game very slowly. I don't know what's going on here. What's going to happen? Well, luckily enough, boys, we're going to get ourselves a free win, and I was absolutely buzzing with this. As you can see, Dudek walks into the back of the net, and he's actually going to quit and everything. And honestly, I was just so happy at this point. It's one of the only times I've actually got a free win. I don't get many, to be fair, and finally we do get one. And obviously with the new weekend league system as well, it's the first one under that. So we're now going to push on into the next one, fresh off the back of a free win. Hopefully we can get another win off the, onto a bounce of a couple of wins. That'd be decent. But this is the team that we're going to face. He's got himself Player of the Month from Kunku. He's got a couple of sort of interesting cards in there. Obviously the normal Alphonso Davies, maybe he's saving up for the Player of the Month. I'm not really too sure what he's doing, but he does get through with George Best. A sort of slight maybe offside there. Not really too sure. He did look like it, to be fair, looking back at this game. But as you can see, he then goes 2-0 up. It doesn't really matter anyway. He's sort of just going to batter me, and I believe I do end up quitting actually. As you can see, Best in again. Lacoquette as my defence, then takes it into a shot into Dudek, and he's not saved that, and we're 3-0 down in 8 minutes, and I just thought, you know what, who cares? I just got a free win. Let's just move on into the next one. We've got 12 games to go, so we've played 8, and we have got like what, we're 4-4 we must be now. Not really too. Oh no, we're 5-3. So we're not doing too bad, to be fair. But obviously we did get a free win and stuff. So we're going to move on now into the next one. This guy's got himself as well, Ronaldo, but we're not going to get a free win in this one. So we are going to push through, hopefully, to get the win though. It's the boy Mo Salah just going to run. What can he do? Well, he's put into the back of the net on his weaker foot as well, which is quite decent from him. Sometimes his weak foot can be a little bit dodgy, but then we push through again. It's the boy Mbappe. He does a heel to heel. He's just twisting, turning, trying to get around the defence. He does that, whips it back across, and it's the boy Fekir to get a goal. Never thought I'd say that this episode, he don't really score much, but then we pick the ball back once again. It's Virgil into the boy Salah, into Bernardo, now through into the path of Kylian Mbappe. Could have gone with a sweat. We're going to round the goalkeeper. Now we could sweat. Yes, we do. It's Bernardo. He's got round one. He shoots, he scores. Brilliant. 3-0 up in this one, and pretty much like the last game, but the opposite. We've got ourselves a nice little cheeky quit after 3 goals scored fairly early on. Obviously this one's been 42 minutes, in the last one it was 8 minutes, and I quit. So anyway, yeah, went out to 27 points, which is quite decent. And that's going to pretty much wrap up the end of this episode. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one tomorrow. Peace.